What up, y'all? This Sean Carter 94 feet. Breaking news. Indiana Pacers are picking up Pascal Siakam, and they'll be sending 3 first-round picks alongside Bruce Brown and Jordan Roy to complete the package. And there'll also be the Pelicans in a trade to have, I think, someone like a Lewis to be sent to the Toronto Raptors. Now, as for the Indiana Pacers, I'm going to personally say this as a fan. I'm going to say that this could be a win. Now, I was hesitant on whether this would be a great win and they would get fleeced like many fans. But at the end of the day, when I was looking at it and actually being patient, waiting a little few, to see what else context-wise will happen from Adrian Wojnarowski from ESPN and Shams and so on, different reports, I was just waiting for more context. And Adrian Wojnarowski has sent out that Pascal Siakam, he's excited to be pairing up with Tyrese Haliburton and the Indiana Pacers and will be looking to work out a contract in the summer. So that leaves some relief of there were some conversations maybe behind closed doors, maybe with Tyrese Haliburton, and that's a perfect example of him trying to recruit people to come to Indy. I think that's one of the biggest parts. So the fact that he's probably excited to re-sign and to do something in the summer, hey, that's a win. That means, because obviously, I would say this. I would think that the front office for the Indiana Pacers, Kevin Pritchard and Chad Buchanan, I would be thinking that they're smart enough to make smart decisions on trades on a person who is in an expiring contract. So the fact that they made this move, they gotta be 100% sure that we will keep him in the summer. So I mean, the fact that he said he is excited to pair up with Haliburton and work out a contract in the summer, that could be something to work with. Obviously, there is some pressure now this year. We have to be in the playoffs and we got to be doing something. We got to at least try to get the first round. That at least got to be our goal first and then go from there. But yeah, I think expectations might rise a little bit more. First it was playoffs, but I would say this: we need to get out that first round at least, and then go from there. Because we haven't been out the first round since 2014. So that's the first step. You go step by step. I don't want to go too far. I want to go step by step. And then if we get the first round, then okay, let's get the second round. And then yeah. And it could be in the same year. Just go step by step. Game, just how people say, how players say they take it a game at a time. So, yeah. But expectations do rise. Hell, if we contend, we contend. Hey, I'm with it. But, yeah, man. Hopefully Haliburton can get back healthy, man, get back rolling like he was hooping earlier this year. And, yeah, Pascal Siakam, one of my worries was his shooting, in terms of stretching the floor and the pace and space that we play at. But when I'm looking at his stats recently, in December and January now, he's been averaging roughly around 38 to 40%. Because in the beginning, his stats wasn't that great. It was in the 20s and the teens of percentages for his three-point percentage, and it wasn't too great. He didn't start too well, but yeah, it's probably just because at the beginning of the season, he's, rusty. But he seems to have got going, shooting the ball a lot better. So yeah, there's nothing really to worry about at the moment. As long as he stays consistent with it, we should be good. But there's other aspects to his game that still makes him deadly. Because considering our roster, we still have Buddy Hield shooters, Tyrese Haliburton shooters, Miles Turner as a big, being able to stretch the floor shooter. Now, yeah, man, hey, I think we should be good, man, still shooting the ball, man. The player that we did give up was Bruce Brown. Now, whether that's a big hit or not, that will be determined. But I do think if I'm predicting it, I don't think it's going to be a major hit because obviously, even if it's not this year or maybe it's next year, but I would say it's this year as the year is going along. I would say Benedict Mathurin will take more of a lead, will take more of a role to, play defense, have offense, He's continuing to learn, facilitating, passing the ball. He's not going to be a crazy facilitator, but he's doing good things on the floor, driving and kicking and making the right decisions. He still has some things to work on, obviously, but with shot IQ sometimes. But hey, we're working with something, man. And hey, you also consider different guards on our team that could be getting the ball, getting the opportunity. You even consider like Aaron Neesmith, who could get the opportunity to take some shooting guard positions if we make another trade. Oh, I think we can. It's a possibility that if we wanted to, we could make another trade and send Buddy Hield out for a wing. But hey, if we don't, we don't. But I'm just saying, there's another option out there that you can make another move with if you wanted to. Shoot. That's to be determined. I mean, still in the trade deadline area, so we'll see what happens with Buddy Hield. But yeah, he was another one that was on the market. So we'll see if he stays or we make a move to get a wing with him. I would say there's a lot of nice wings out there that you could make a move for if you wanted to move Hield. But if you want to keep his shooting so bad, I mean, you better keep him on the bench because him in the starting lineup is starting to get annoying. The way we lose and it's just the defense, it drops a lot. Yeah, but we did lose Bruce Brown, so that kind of takes it away. So it's like, okay, who takes the 2 spot now? Well, I would personally say it has to just fall to like Benedict Mathurin, who's on the rise as a rising star, potentially. I say potentially because it's to be determined. But he seemed to making the right strides at a young age already. Like at 20 years old, like come on now. How many people doing what he doing at 20 years old? Ain't too many. So even if he is not perfect, but I mean, even with that, without Benedict Mathurin, you got many people like Andrew Nembhard who has not been playing well. But I guess there's hope. Well, that's all you got is hope that he'll turn it around. But okay, then you got him. So it's like, who's getting those 2 minutes? Can Ben Shepherd stay consistent and getting some minutes? You know, there's different players out there on our squad that can get the minutes. Ben Shepherd did not play good in his last game. That was iffy. But I mean, if he can get going, shooting that ball and playing effort defense, which I've seen him do. He didn't play good defense before, so I would say he could earn a spot maybe in the 3rd stringer as a shooting guard. Yeah, man. So we'll see, man. We'll see. I think the biggest part, X factor wise, when looking at the pairing of Tyrese Haliburton and Pascal Siakam, will be Benedict Mathurin, man. And that's like it's always been. And really, you could include Miles Turner. It's between the two. You need that 3rd guy, regardless. Now you got the duo, you got the 1-2 punch, but you need that 3rd guy. So I would say preferably, with the shape of the roster, it could fall to Benedict Mathurin or Turner. Hey, it can go either way. Damn. I guess right now it had to be Turner, who's more experienced. You know, he's talked about opportunity. The thing is with him, he just need to get rebounds. But hopefully, Pascal Siakam helps with that. But yeah, as long as he's scoring, getting points, man, that's what matters. Kinda, even though I prefer getting rebounds, averaging double and rebounds. But hey, it is what it is at this point. Turner gonna be Turner. But yeah, it's gonna be interesting when we trade Buddy Hield though. Let me know if y'all feel like we should still trade Buddy Hield for a wing or will we keep him for the shooting. In terms of the duo, we are a duo in the East now. We have a duo. Tyrese Haliburton, Pascal Siakam, how that could look, obviously, man. Think about his facilitating. Think about what he's capable of. Throwing the lobs, throwing the back cuts, throwing the cuts in general to the rim. all that, man. Hey, the pick and rolls, man. Hey, that's looking good, man. That is looking good. An All NBA player, man, with a potential All NBA player. That's how you build. Now, the timeline of being successful probably shortens, considering Pascal Siakam is 29, going on 30 in April. So, yeah, time is ticking. You best get going. He got maybe what? It's not, if he signs the contract in summer, hopefully he maybe will have a three. I would say, if I'm predicting, a 3 to 4 year window. That's what I would say, a 3 to 4 win window of being successful and maybe contending, I would say. But obviously, the contending part would probably fall towards, in terms of impatience, so how Pascal Siakam could be, I would say maybe 2 years. So, yeah, man, it's going to get interesting to see how we play. Because, yeah, price just went up. The price just went up. And we definitely needed that other guy for the Pacers, since all the attention has always been towards Tyrese Haliburton. And it does kind of take some pressure off of the guys that you looked at on our team to be the next guy up. Like Benedict Mathurin, who is young, he can develop a little bit more and play that third role or fourth role with Turner. You know, they can go flip and flop, and that could be better going forward. Jordan Roy as a loss, that's not really a crazy loss, even though he did show some flashes. But also, I mean, he still didn't get a lot of minutes, so it didn't really matter. That's whatever. And then, okay, let's say the three first round picks. The 3 first round picks are mostly late picks. And what is our history of picking up people in those late picks? The best late pick we done had recently is Andrew Nembhard. That's it. Other than that, we didn't have TJ Leaf and so on and so on. Uh, so our track record really is not that great. And considering we have young talent already on our team, it just be too much young talent that's getting no minutes. Unless you don't believe in the young talent you already have, then you got to make a move to send them out. That's what I would say. But yeah, there are still options though, like I said, that you can do to get a wing, another wing, or forward wing, whatever you want to call them, out there. You can still get somebody out there that could add to the roster now, right now, if you wanted to. And let me know, Pacers fans, if y'all feel like we should make another move. Because you got Buddy Hield, you got Jalen Smith, or Isaiah Jackson. You can choose between the two. Yeah, like there's still moves that could be made if they wanted to. Now, they could stick with what they got right now and just run with it. It's to be determined, though. But yeah, it's going to be interesting to see how this Pacers squad work out now with Pascal Siakam on the team. And we didn't move Obi Toppin either. So we're going to have to see how he performs on the bench. So even though he has been doing good. So, I mean, hey, I would say he does well. Jarris Walker, I don't know if that doesn't really help too much with him having Obi Toppin still on the squad, but he could still earn some minutes as a third string if Obi Toppin isn't playing well, unless there's another trade. But yeah, yeah, the Pacers play the Kings tomorrow. As I'm recording this on Wednesday, if I recall, I think we are playing tomorrow. Hold on, I think we are. Let me see. Yeah, we play tomorrow, Thursday, and it will be around 10 p.m. Eastern Time. And right now, the Pacers, they are 6 in the East because they took some losses, and they're like, let's say, around one or two games behind the 4th seed Cleveland Cavaliers. So yeah, we got some work to do. We're not too far off, but we can't be losing too many games without Haliburton. And hopefully Pascal Siakam can get here as soon as possible. Yeah, because we need some wins, and hopefully the chemistry and everything works out well. Because yeah, this is important. And obviously, like I said, this is a risk of picking up Pascal Siakam. But hey, man, if they really believe he's staying here, hey, I'm with it, man. If he's excited to be here and talking about resigning in the summer for Haliburton and being with the team and working on the contract, hey, I'm with it. I'm with it. It does take a little bit of pressure saying that he said that. So we'll see, man. But I think the biggest part is we do have to perform well this season to legitimately have him commit this summer. We have to play well. We have to make a good run. I think that's very important. So yeah. Hey, this Carter 94 feet. Hey, thank you for watching. I'll see you next time. I'm out.